Well, folks, Dadgum Guide Service has been fishing my brush piles out, and if I get here late, they're on here. So this morning I said, by God, I'm gonna get here before daylight and beat them to it. Sure enough, the guide boat just pulled up and took off. You know, it don't matter if you put a brush pile out on the lake, it's not yours, but it sucks when you do all the work building a brush pile and somebody else finds it and they stay on it all the time. And every time you go to it to fish it, you can't catch anything because you got a guide service sitting on top of it with 5 people in there, you know, dropping minnows all around your brush pile. They clean it out. They stay there till it's all cleaned out except for the little ones, and they move on to another brush pile. I know that's what they got to do for a living, but there's so many guide services on this lake that guys like me that, you know, go out and spend $52,000 on a boat because we love fishing, we struggle if we don't beat the guides to the best spots, because they know where all the spots are, and it just kind of sucks when they're always on it. So anyway, at least one thing I've got from this is he took off straight toward the dam over there. So that means she's got a number 2 hole, and I just seen where we set up at. So now I know where his number 2 hole is. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go mark it later when he's not on it. So I'll have another spot. The envy of fishing. White bass. Check it out, folks. This is the first white bass I've caught in a long time. He's probably undersized, but even if he isn't, I'm going to put him back, because the white bass are on a comeback here on Lake Conroe, and I don't care to wipe them out on their way back in, you know. Let's put them back in there to live another day. Folks, I was hung up in a bush. I went to just pull it out and break my line off, and it came loose, and this is what I had in it, and look how he was hooked. Barely hooked. No need measuring that baby. It's a good solid 12, 13-inch crappie right there. I'll take that all day long if they can give it to me. Was not expecting that. Little bitty bass. He caught a little bitty bass on this hole in a long time. All right, everybody, I just, I guess I should have tied this together earlier, but all those shad, there's just schools swarming this area above these brush piles. And I'm fishing down below them and catching a few here and there. I just tried something and just fished about halfway up off the bottom, suspended, and caught a nice crappie. So what I'm thinking is a lot of those crappie are up here chasing those shad. I've seen a few flashes, so they're up high in the water column. So I'm gonna start fishing about 6 to 8 feet and see if that increases my chances of catching more fish. He goes back. Need to measure that one. He's pretty, beautiful little fish. Get another keeper in the boat. Okay, everybody, this is a wrap at Lake Creek Bottoms Outdoor crappie trip for the day, but I got something very unusual to show you guys. Remember this, in the beginning of the video, there's a shad all around my motor. I didn't know what they were doing. This is what they were doing. And I've never seen this, never heard of them doing it, but sure enough did it. Check this out. Caviar, baby. That is shad eggs. The shad were laying eggs all over my motor. That is unreal. They stick really good too. Need to get to the car wash. And look, everywhere shad eggs.